Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
The first type we'll get is find the energy possessed by an object of mass 10 kilogram. So, the mass of an object small m is given to be 10 kilogram, right? We have to find the energy when this object of mass 10 kilogram is at a height of 6 meter above the ground. So, the height of the object expressed by small h is given to be 6 meter, and g, that is acceleration due to gravity, we will take 9.8 meter per second square. We have to calculate the energy simply by applying the formula potential energy is equal to m into g into h. All the values are given, we just need to put in the values and multiply them. So, mass is 10 kilogram, multiply by 9.8 multiply by 6, removing the decimal, dividing it by 10 and cancelling it, I will get 98 into 6, which comes out to be 588 joules. So, this will be the amount of potential energy which will be there possessed by that object which is raised to a height of 6 meters. Clear? Quite simple. Now, next question. An object of mass 12 kilogram. Now, in the question we are given mass represented by small m to be 12 kilograms is at a certain height above the ground. If the potential energy of the object is 480 joules. Now, in the question, potential energy, the amount of energy possessed by this object is already being given to us, that is 480 joules. Find the height at which the object is with respect to the ground. We need to find or to calculate the height of the object, and given to us is that we will take the value of g to be 10 meter per second square to make our calculations easier, right? We now have to calculate the height. We know that formula for potential energy is Pe is equal to mgh. Now, Pe is given to us in the question, m is given to us in the question, g is given to us in the question. Simply we can find the height. Keeping h over here and taking mg on the other side, I will get Pe upon m into g is equal to h. Now, simply putting the values, the amount of potential energy given to us is 480 divided by mass is 12 and g is taken to be 10. This is equal to h, cancelling 0 with 0, I am left with 48 by 12, just cancelling it, I will get 12 for the 48. So, h is equal to 4. For what? 4 meter. We need to remember what exactly we are calculating, and on the basis of that we need to remember to put the SI unit along with our answer positively. So, this will be the height 4 meters of that particular object. An object of mass 40 kilogram, right? The mass of the object is, which is represented by small m, is given to be 40 kilogram, is raised to a height of 5 meter. The height to which it is raised represented by small h is given to be 5 meter. What is its potential energy? The value of g we are going to take 9.8 meter per second square. So, when I will be calculating the potential energy, I know it is getting calculated with the formula m into g into h. Simply placing the values, mass is 40 kilogram, multiply by g I am taking to be 9.8, multiply by h is 5 meter. Removing the decimal, dividing it with 10, cutting the zeros, I will get 4 into 98 into 5, which comes out to be 20 into 98, which comes out to be 1960 joule. This is the potential energy, right? Now, the second part of the question is asking that if the object is allowed to fall then its kinetic energy we have to calculate. Find its kinetic energy when it is halfway down. Now we know that when this particular object is allowed to fall from a particular height, then when it comes halfway down, the whole of the potential energy which was there when it was placed initially, now at halfway down, because the height remains half, therefore the potential energy will also become half. And because of law of conservation of energy, we have seen that the potential energy is getting converted into kinetic energy. So at this point, when this object is halfway down, then the kinetic energy will be equal to half of the potential energy. Potential energy we have just calculated 1960. So once again, if I calculate the half of it, it comes out to be 980 joule. So this will be the kinetic energy when this object is halfway down. Clear? Right? So these are quite simple questions. I hope you have understood it. This is all about potential energy.